Eagles are the undisputed kings of the sky. They can spot a rabbit from 2 miles away. They dive faster than a Formula One race car. They have been worshipped by every major civilization on Earth for over 5,000 years. And they do things in the air, and with their bodies, that still push the limits of what biology should be able to achieve. So today, I'm going to go over 10 mind-blowing facts about eagles that I guarantee most people have never heard. Let's get into it. Fact 1. They can see 4 to 5 times farther than any human being. Eagles have 2 foveae in each eye. The fovea is the zone of maximum sharpness. Humans have only one. This double fovea gives eagles simultaneous sharp forward and lateral vision. They can track prey directly ahead while watching what is moving to the side at the same time. Their eyes also contain roughly 5 times more photoreceptors per square millimeter than human eyes. And unlike us, eagles can see in ultraviolet light, which means the urine trails left by small rodents glow beneath them as they fly, turning the landscape below into a map of where prey has been moving. Eagle eyes are so large that they cannot move inside the socket. To look left or right, an eagle must rotate its entire head, up to 270 degrees. If human eyes were proportionally the same size, they would be as large as billiard balls. Fact 2. They dive at 150 miles per hour, faster than a Formula One car at full speed. When an eagle enters a hunting dive, called a stoop, it becomes one of the fastest creatures on the planet. The golden eagle has been recorded diving at speeds exceeding 150 miles per hour. Some estimates push that closer to 200 miles per hour in extreme conditions. A Formula One race car reaches about 220 miles per hour at its absolute limit. An eagle in a full hunting stoop is moving almost that fast, using nothing but gravity, aerodynamics, and raw muscle power. During the dive, they fold their wings completely tight against their body, creating a streamlined shape that eliminates drag. Their talons lock forward like hooks ready to strike. When impact happens, prey is typically killed instantly, not from the talons tearing, but from the sheer kinetic force of the strike, like being hit by a small car traveling at highway speed. Fact 3. Their talon grip is stronger than a grizzly bear's claws. The average human grips with about 100 pounds of pressure per square inch. A bald eagle's talons apply up to 400 pounds per square inch. A golden eagle's rear talon, the killing talon, reaches over 800 pounds per square inch. The strongest human grip ever recorded in competition was around 200 pounds. An eagle's rear talon hits nearly 4 times that number. But here is where it gets even more extraordinary. Eagles have a specialized tendon system in their feet called a digital flexor tendon mechanism. Once the foot closes around prey, it locks automatically, and stays locked without the eagle exerting any ongoing muscle effort. The grip holds itself closed. This is how eagles carry heavy prey for long distances in flight without their feet getting tired. The harpy eagle of the Amazon pushes this further. Its rear talons reach 5 inches in length, the same size as the claws of a grizzly bear. On a bird. Fact 4. Their courtship is a free-fall death spiral at full speed. Before a female eagle accepts a male as her lifelong partner, she puts him through one of the most dangerous courtship tests in the animal kingdom. The male and female soar high into the open sky together. Then they lock talons in midair and fall. They tumble toward the ground in a spinning cartwheeling freefall, locked together, plunging at accelerating speed toward the earth below. At the very last possible moment, they break apart and pull out of the dive. Scientists call this the cartwheel display, or the death spiral. It tests the male's flying precision and reflexes. If he can break out of a locked freefall at the last second with perfect timing, he has the capability to be a strong hunting partner and a reliable defender of the nest. But it also requires total mutual trust. Locking talons with another eagle during a freefall is genuinely dangerous. Both birds are betting their lives on the other bird timing the release perfectly. It is a literal leap of faith, and it is how eagles decide who they will spend the rest of their lives with. Fact 5. They mate for life and build nests that eventually weigh 2 tons. Most eagle species form pair bonds that last for life. The same male and female reunite at their nest territory every single breeding season for as long as both birds are alive. If one partner dies, the survivor will eventually find a new mate, but the bond while both are living is remarkably durable and consistent. What they build together over those years is staggering. Eagle nests, called eyries, are the largest bird nests in the world. A bald eagle pair adds fresh material to their nest every year. Over decades, these structures grow to sizes that are difficult to believe. The largest bald eagle nest ever recorded was found in Florida. It was 9.5 feet wide, nearly 20 feet deep, and it weighed over 2 tons. It had been in continuous use for decades, successive eagle pairs adding to it season after season, until the tree finally collapsed under the accumulated weight. The eagles kept returning because the nest represented an enormous investment. Once a site works, every instinct drives them back to build it higher and stronger. Fact 6. The bald eagle was nearly extinct 50 years ago, and nobody talks about it. In 1963, the bald eagle, the national symbol of the United States, was on the absolute edge of extinction. A survey that year counted only 417 nesting pairs remaining in the entire continental United States. 417 pairs. For the entire country. The cause was DDT, a pesticide widely used since the 1940s. DDT does not kill eagles directly. It interferes with calcium metabolism, causing females to lay eggs with shells so thin that the weight of the incubating parent crushes them. Entire breeding seasons produced 0 surviving chicks because every single egg cracked before it could hatch. The population collapsed over 2 decades. Then things changed. Rachel Carson published Silent Spring in 1962, exposing what DDT was doing to bird populations across America. Public pressure built. In 1972, the United States banned DDT. The bald eagle was listed under the Endangered Species Act. Recovery programs launched across the country. The eagles came back. By 2006, there were over 9,700 nesting pairs. In 2007, the species was officially removed from the endangered list. Today, there are an estimated 316,000 bald eagles in North America. It is one of the greatest wildlife comebacks in human history. Fact 7. They soar for hours without a single wing beat using invisible air columns. Eagles are masters of thermal soaring, one of the most energy-efficient forms of movement in the animal kingdom. A thermal is a column of warm air rising from the ground, formed when sunlight heats different surfaces at different rates. Dark soil and exposed rock absorb heat faster than vegetation, creating invisible rising columns of warm air above them. Eagles find these columns and circle inside them, rising hundreds of feet per minute without beating their wings even once. When a thermal carries them to the altitude they want, they break out and glide in a long diagonal toward the next thermal, covering miles of open ground while burning almost zero energy. GPS tracking of migrating eagles has confirmed birds covering over 100 miles in a single day using primarily thermal soaring, wings barely moving the entire time. They have essentially learned to use the sun's heat as a fuel source, converting warmth in the air into altitude and altitude into distance. It is one of the most elegant survival strategies in all of nature. Fact 8. Young bald eagles look so different from adults they were classified as a separate species. The iconic white head and tail of the bald eagle, the image on the American national seal, does not appear until the bird is 4 to 5 years old. Young bald eagles are almost entirely dark chocolate brown, with irregular patches of white mottling scattered across the body and underwings. They look so completely different from adults that for much of American history, young bald eagles were officially classified as a separate species entirely. Scientists called them Washington's eagle. It was not until ornithologists began tracking individual birds over the course of years that it became clear these large brown raptors were simply juvenile bald eagles before their adult plumage had fully developed. The transformation from juvenile to adult happens gradually across 4 annual molts. Each year, the bird gets progressively more white on the head and tail. By year 5, the classic look is complete. Eagles also do not reach sexual maturity until that adult plumage arrives, meaning the first 4 to 5 years of an eagle's life is essentially a long adolescence, spent developing hunting skills before they are biologically ready to breed. Fact 9. Eagles have been the universal symbol of power across every major civilization for 5,000 years. Eagles appear as symbols of power, authority, and divine status across virtually every major civilization in human history, independently, across cultures that had no contact with each other whatsoever. Ancient Rome used the eagle as the symbol of its military legions. The aquila, a golden eagle standard, was carried at the front of every Roman army and considered the living soul of the unit. Losing it in battle was one of the greatest possible disgraces. Recovering a lost eagle was cause for national celebration across the empire. Ancient Egypt depicted the god Horus as a falcon eagle. The Aztec founding myth centers on an eagle perched on a cactus. This exact image appears on the modern Mexican flag today. The United States chose the bald eagle as its national symbol in 1782. Germany, Austria, Albania, Egypt, Poland, Mexico, and over a dozen other nations use the eagle on their national emblems right now. In Native American traditions, eagle feathers are sacred, used in the most important ceremonies and given only as marks of the highest possible honor. Thousands of years of history. Every continent where eagles live. Dozens of civilizations with no knowledge of each other. All of them arrived at the exact same conclusion. The eagle represents the highest. Fact 10. If you had eagle vision right now, you could read a newspaper from a mile away. Human visual acuity is measured at 20/20ths. We can read a specific line of letters on an eye chart from 20 feet away. Eagles have been measured at 24ths or better. They can see from 20 feet what a human would need to be just 4 feet away to resolve. Put into real-world distances, if you had eagle vision right now, you could read the headline of a standard newspaper from over a mile away. You could identify a person's face from 2 miles. You could spot a mouse moving through grass from 1,000 feet in the air. And you would be processing all of that visual information simultaneously across 2 separate foveal zones in each eye, giving you sharp vision both forward and laterally at the same time, without moving your eyes at all. Every thermal an eagle finds, every prey animal it locks onto, every 150-mile-per-hour dive it executes, all of it driven by visual information more detailed and more precise than anything a human being can perceive. They see a world that we will never see, and they hunt inside it like nothing else alive. So there you have it. 10 facts about eagles that most people will never know. They see 4 times sharper than any human alive. They dive at 150 miles per hour. Their grip is stronger than a grizzly bear. The bald eagle came back from the absolute edge of extinction. They have been the symbol of the highest power across every great civilization on Earth for 5,000 years. And if you had eagle vision right now, you could read a newspaper from a mile away. These birds are ancient, extraordinary, and operating at a level that nothing else in the natural world can match. If you learned something today, drop a comment below with your favorite fact. And subscribe, because there is a lot more where this came from.